Good afternoon. My name's Tim Hill, Chairman of the Knoxville, Knox County Planning Commission. We are here today by a special called meeting to address the item that's before us on our agenda. Before we get started, Ms. Karen, would you call the roll?
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon. Commissioner Uten?
Here.
Commissioner Boyer is unable to attend. Commissioner Huber?
Here.
Commissioner Shelso?
Here.
Commissioner Perez? Commissioner Browning is unable to attend. Commissioner Higgins? Commissioner Levinson?
Here.
Commissioner Biggs?
Here.
Commissioner Barger is unable to attend, as is Commissioner Adams. Commissioner Smith? Here. Commissioner Midas? Commissioner Hill?
Here.
That's 8 members present.
So we have a quorum. All right. Okay. Vice Chair Uten?
Commissioner Midas just joined us.
Okay. I would invite everyone to stand as Vice Chair Uten will lead us in the invocation and Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Chair. Our Father, bless this community. Help to ensure the decisions made this afternoon are fair, legal, and in the best interest of the total community. As always, keep us mindful of the needs of others, especially those who are in sorrow, need, sickness, or any other adversity. Amen.
All right, so Chair will entertain a motion to approve today's minutes, or agenda, excuse me, today's
Second.
agenda.
Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Smith, seconded by Vice Chair Uten. Seeing no lights for additional conversation, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Moving on to the agenda, item number 2, consideration of changes to the delegation of final plat approval made by the Tennessee State Legislature pursuant to Tennessee Code annotated 13-3-402C3. Item summary. In May of 2022, the Tennessee Legislature enacted Chapter 994. This bill added the requirement of approval by the legislative bodies governing the areas served by the Regional Planning Commission to grant authority to the Planning Commission to delegate final plat approval to their professional staff for subdivisions up to 25 units in size. Due to an oversight, this authorization was not placed before County Commission or Knoxville City Council. On Monday, July 24th, County Commission will consider a resolution granting approval for the Knox County Planning Commission to delegate approval to staff for final approval of subdivision plats for subdivisions of 25 units or smaller, retroactive to May 2022. City Council will consider a similar resolution on Tuesday, today, July 25th. In anticipation of their approval of this delegation, a special called meeting will be held for the Planning Commission to consider the delegation of final plat approval pursuant to Tennessee Code annotated 13-3-402C3. Therefore, we need a motion to approve this item, giving authority to the staff to approve the plats, subject to this item summary.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Vice Chair Uten, seconded by Commissioner Midas. Any further discussion? Any further discussion?
How does it change anything that has already been operating. Does it? Is it? I mean, we're just codifying the approval.
Yes, primarily. The thing that changes is that anything over 25 lots, so 26 or more, those, as long as they didn't require variance, those were staff level approvals, and going forward, they will not be staff level approvals. Those will come before you. But those are typically ones that you've already seen come before this body as a concept plan.
So clarification on that as well. So just so I understand, so it's 5 lots or less can be approved at staff level with no variance. But if there is a variance, it still comes to planning then?
Up to 25 lots with no variance.
Up to 25 with no variance. Will stay at staff level?
At staff level approval.
Okay,
If it requires a concept plan, it comes before you, though.
gotcha.
Yeah.
That's right.
Do we know the motivation behind this?
I cannot speak to that, no.
Okay, all right. If it's okay with commission, we normally don't go to the public, but if we have no objections, I'll let some folks speak here. Is that before we vote? Is that okay with everybody? All right. State your name and address, Mr.
Hi, I'm
Marlowe.
Bentley Marlowe, 322 Douglas, 37921. I urge y'all to vote for this so that we can get back to the business of building houses quickly and efficiently. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Benny Mormon, Benchmark Associates, 10308, Hardin Valley. Wasn't going to say anything until you posed the question, how did this come about? I serve as the legislative chair for the Tennessee Association of Professional Surveyors. We were aware of this legislation. We spoke with the sponsors of the legislation. I was advised that this would not affect this body. They said this was only for those planning commissions that were currently not approving plats at a staff level, that this legislation would help them do so, and that it should not adversely affect the Knox County Planning Commission.
I hope you'll go back
glad
and
to
I
answer
hope
any
you'll go
questions.
back and correct them
Pardon?
on their. I hope you'll go back and correct them on their comments.
Well, that's just what they told us.
All right. Okay, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn?
We have a motion to adjourn. So,
Second.
and a second. Let it be adjourned.